Welcome back, everybody. Cape Rugby TV. We carry on talking about what's happening in the world of Western Province Club Rugby. A lot of the clubs at the moment busy trying to regain some sort of sense of normality. COVID has, of course, turned everything upside down, and I think a lot of the clubs at the moment just trying to make sure that 2021 is sort of heading on track. And one of the things the guys are looking at there is, of course, their past player structures. They're looking at their facilities. And we're generally playing catch-up with clubs and seeing how things are going in terms of what they're doing at club level to just try and communicate with the players and check that their facilities are still on track. And joining me on the line now is Brackenfell Rugby Football Club, one of the EXCO members from the club there, Rudi Hasse. Rudi, nice to have you on the show, Meneer. How are things there with you?
G'day, JP. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you guys.
Yeah, we spoke to Coach Dennis not so long ago, and he said he was reaching out to the guys on WhatsApp and sending them training programs. It's been difficult for everybody over the last 6 months.
Yes, definitely. I think the last week or two, we actually tried to get back on track regarding challenges within our system between the guys. And like for example, having a jog, 3 kilometers jog, doing some push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, and and at the end of the week, there's all the guys that completed the exercises. The names will be in a hat, and we'll draw a name, and there's a prize for the one doing the exercises. But besides that, I think that the majority of the guys, there's some of the guys that's still locked up, I think, but the majority of the guys is back on track, back in the gym, back on the road, having a jog, and getting themselves back in shape.
Brackenfell, of course, always been known for great gears. We know you've got such a great clubhouse there. Your fans and your players come around loyally every week. They never miss a game. You must be looking forward to getting that back on track.
Yes, JP. Yes, I think it's been like I said, it's a roller coaster ride, but we've close to our fans, and week in, week out, yes, they'll tell us, geez, like we just want to get back and support you guys. And so for sure, the supporters, they want to be back in the club as well. And I think there's a lot of guys maybe whose last season that would have been, and we don't want to lose those guys. They must come back to the club and support.
Just on a slightly different note, we did an interview about 2 weeks ago with Dan Aspling, who's playing for the under-21 side at the moment. And he had such a great game over the weekend. You guys must be very proud of him.
Yeah, Dan's still so young, but freak of nature when it comes to rugby talent. But at the end of the day, Dan is someone that will make sure he's fit. He will practice his kicks or whatever. He is a rugby fanatic, and coming through the system at Rugby Club, that just shows what the coaching we have and the system that is in place. But we're very proud of Dan, and I think he's going to still go a long way.
And then we had a chat with Carla Norkia, your chairperson, on the WhatsApp, and she's been sending us some photographs of the fields and that. And we know that everybody's starting to look at, or a lot of clubs have been working on their facilities. How's the field looking there at Brackies?
Beautiful. I think that's the only reason why we're not allowed to let the guys go back in the field to keep the grass so green. But I think that's another different aspect. We can see there's some progress on the field. Brackenfell midwinter in the season is becoming a very tough field to play on, a very heavy field. But it's back in shape, and I think we can see some running rugby when we get back on the field.
Rudi, the other thing that we've also noticed a lot of clubs been doing, and we've been reaching out to the Tygerberg Rugby Foot. We spoke to Tygerberg about it. We spoke to Uni Mill about it. We've spoken to, in fact, a lot of clubs about their old boy structures or past players structures. Are you guys still doing that from a Brackenfell point of view? Are you still focusing on bringing the past players back to the club?
JP, to be honest with you, that's something, one of my goals in the next season or two. I've het my talks opgehang. Maar ek sien uit, I'm looking forward to the next chapter, being part of the management system, and first of all, being that communication channel for the younger guys down the 20s, and because they will be the next generation going forward for Brackenfell, but as well as the guys that retired now, and to keep those feet around at the club and giving their inputs back to the club, not only supporting, but maybe in a contact session or a practice session or a field session. There's a lot of guys there with they can even still play, with the world, with a lot of knowledge. And yes, I think Brackenfell Rugby Club, we lacked that old boys system for the last couple of seasons. And I'm not going to mention any names, but there's a lot of clubs in the Western Province structure with a rich old boy structure, and you can see the result at the end of the day, that those guys are top of the logs. And I think Brackenfell, and that's something we want to get back on track. Get the old boys back in their knowledge and just support the guys.
Yeah, it's been fantastic to see how the old boy structures, or the past player structures, have actually been helping out during COVID, have been connecting with the team, and in many cases mentoring the management and mentoring the youngsters, and bringing that experience and that wisdom into the club structure, and staying connected. And I suppose it's also a nice way for you guys to show respect and appreciation for the time that the past players put into the club.
Yes, definitely. I don't want to give away too many plans, but at the end of the day, I would like to have a old boys corner where the guys and their families and friends can have a cold drink and enjoy the game, and afterwards we can have a function and have a chat and just catch up with the guys. But maybe once a month, maybe just get together and have the input regarding a fund we can put on. And
now that's great stuff, Rudi. Like as you say, we're not going to give away all the secrets just yet, but we know that a lot of the clubs are focusing on the old boy structures, and I think that's fantastic. Adding that value back to the members. But Rudi, of course, I'm assuming that if there are people watching the show right now and they want to join Brackenfell, or they want to join the old boys structure, they just need to reach out to you guys on Facebook.
Yes, for now it will be on Facebook, but going forward we will share some more details, contact details, where they can reach us. And yes, it will be lovely and awesome to get the old guys back in the system and just have a chat and support the guys on the field.
No, that's great, Rudi. We're going to leave it at that, and we'll of course say to you guys out there, and tell Coach Dennis and Carla and everybody, we say hello and stay safe, and we look forward to catching up with you guys again soon.
Awesome. Thanks for the opportunity, JP. You guys keep well.
Thanks, Rudi. Great chatting with you. Right, there we go, folks. Of course, Brackenfell Rugby Football Club, as you know, you can find them on Facebook. They're busy driving the past player structures, and of course also, like many of the other clubs, looking forward to 2021, looking after their fields and so on. So just have a look there for Brackenfell Rugby Football Club on Facebook and reach out to them. Rudi and the guys will be happy to assist you. Folks, when we come back from the break, we'll catch up with Sammy Malatsi. Sammy's, of course, head of Western Province Rugby women's structures, and that's going to be an interesting conversation, as we've spoken to quite a lot of women's rugby players and coaches over the last few weeks. And of course, don't forget the fact that we've got Lorian Johannes, Western Province Rugby women's team coach, coming up after Sammy. So don't go away. Make sure that you stay glued to your TV set. It's going to be 2 exciting interviews coming up.